Hi, my name is Andre, and I'll be happy to guide you through our class today. It'll be a full 45-minute full body stretch. We will have a block that we can use. If you don't have a block, that's okay. We can do all the moves anyway. Let's start sitting up tall in our chair, feet flat on the ground, in our seated mountain pose. We'll begin with what we call our belly breath. Okay, so when you breathe in, your belly expands and gets bigger. Exhale. Inhale, your belly expands. And exhale. We'll do a number of breaths in and out. On the next few inhales, try to go from the belly up into the chest as we expand even more. And exhale. Inhale, belly, chest. And exhale. In some of the poses we do throughout the class, we'll try to keep that breath going from the belly to the chest. And relax. So let's get one arm up nice and straight. Continuing with that breath from the belly to the chest. So one arm mountain pose. Now we'll go to the other arm up. And just nice inhales and exhales. Try to make them as long as possible. And we'll go into a shoulder shrug, two shoulders up and down. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the lowering. And one more. Inhale and exhale. We'll move on to our cat-cow. We're going to do this using our leg. So taking the toe and pointing it under the chair and lifting the leg. And we're going to add that with now a body movement and a tuck of the chin. So toe going back, roll the back and tuck the chin. And as the leg lifts, we gaze upwards. Exhale as we lower. And inhale as we come up. So we'll do a few on the same side. Gazing up. And I like to tuck my chin at the last moment, all the way down and up. One more on this side. I'll put both feet back on the ground and we'll change, lifting the other leg. So gazing up to start. Exhale, tap that toe behind, tuck the chin down. Inhale every time we rise. And exhale on the way down. Roll those shoulders back and tuck the chin in. Right, gazing up and tuck the chin down. And we'll do one more. And both feet back on the ground. So through all our side bends and twists at the beginning, we have an option of using a block or no block. I'm going to put the block between the legs or a cushion, and it's just to activate the inner muscles in the legs as we're doing all our side bends and twists. So let's begin with one arm coming up nice and straight. First, get the length. You can use your hand on your leg or chair to support you, and a little side bend over. And back to center. We'll change arms. So get that length first, really up high, lengthen the spine, and the side bend. Back to the center. We'll repeat that on both sides again, so getting the length. But we're going to add a little variation, so side bend over. And with that free hand, we'll come just touch the head and encourage the ear to drop to the shoulder. And back to center. We'll do that on the other side. So that length of the spine, side bend, reaching up with the fingers, touching the head lightly, and just encourage that ear to drop down to your shoulder. All the way back up to center, and we'll just take a few gentle twists. So we'll just start by reaching up and let the arms do all the work. Just reach over to one side. Inhale as we rise, and exhale over. Inhale and exhale, just following your breath, keeping the spine straight so we're not bending or swaying. You could feel like you're touching the side of the leg or the chair. You may even have forgotten about that block between your legs, and you're still active and working, squeezing the legs together. And on the next twist over, we will hold it longer. So reaching over, lengthen the spine as you breathe in, and as you exhale, relax the twist. Now, if you're very comfortable, you can reach over the chair and twist even more. I'm going to just stay to the side here. So whatever is comfortable for you in the twist. And we'll come back up and hold on the other side. Lengthen the spine and relax the twist. So you breathe in, you get taller, and you exhale, you just relax the twist. And all the way back up. We'll get into our goal post arms, so bending the elbows, and all the way up. And bending the elbows, and all the way up. Now we'll take a little break from the block, we'll put that to the side. We'll use it maybe later on. We're going to move on into our standing portion of the class, so let's come on up. I'm going to take the side of the chair so you can place yourself so the back of the chair is facing you. So let's go side to the chair, one hand on the chair, feet together, and we'll take a side bend using the chair for support and actually using it to increase our side bend. So get the length of the arm, and over the chair we go. Now we'll come back to center. Staying like we are, we'll go into an arm flow, so reaching the arm across to the shoulder. We're going to bring the elbow across and then open the arm. Now through all this, we're going to add a bit of a turn or twist. So when you go to the shoulder, turn to the chair, elbow facing in front, and as you open, look slightly behind. So a little rotation on each side. So turning, touch the shoulder, look over the chair, elbow facing the front, and open, a light little twist going back. Good, reach to the shoulder, elbow, and gazing at your hand as you look behind you. Good, shoulder, elbow, and open. Good, two more, shoulder, elbow, and open. And the last one, shoulder, elbow, and open. We'll do one more thing while we're on this side of the chair. So we're going to take a leg swing, so maybe you step back a little bit so your leg doesn't hit the chair. We're going to be crossing in front and opening. Okay, so swinging the leg cross and open, cross and open. So we have you standing on one foot, straight leg, hinging at the hip, crossing and opening. You can get it whatever height you wish on that opening. And feet together. And we're going to take the chair, change directions, and do the same thing on the other side. So standing next to the chair, feet together, we'll take that side bend, so the arm coming up, and a side bend over. That's looking really good. And we come back to center. Now we're going to take that shoulder and open move, right? So turning, looking at the chair, elbow facing in front, and open the hand, gazing behind you. So there's some rotation to this. Elbow and open and a slight twist. Good. Shoulder looking over the chair, elbow and open. Shoulder, elbow and open the hand. Good. Look over the chair, look center, and look behind you. Okay. Shoulder, elbow, and open. Let's take two more of these. So looking over the chair, center with the elbow, and gaze behind you as you open the hand. Last one. Shoulder, elbow, and open. Good, and relax. From here we step back a little bit. We're going to do the swing of the leg. So crossing in front and open. It's a balance pose as well as working the hinge, the hip, strengthening the one leg we're standing on. together. You can leave the chair where it is. We're going to do our high lunge and triangle pose this way. So if we take a nice long step back, okay, any foot going back, and I'm not going to lower the heel, I'm going to go between both feet, so kind of sitting between both feet. So a high lunge. We could let go of the chair and put our two arms up. You can keep one arm on the chair if you want for balance, whatever you like, so one or two. The hips are straight forward facing the chair. Look down, take your two hands on the chair, come on forward on your forward leg, lift your back foot and flex the heel back toward behind you. And we'll take the opposite arm and reach in front. And relax, both feet together. The other leg reaching way back. I'm going far enough that my heel doesn't lower. I'm going to sit in between both legs here so I'm balanced. And either one arm or two arms into our high lunge here. Looking for that chair, both hands come back. Let's come on forward, get those feet together. Changing feet, another step back, but not as wide. And I'm going to turn my toe open so my hip is more on a diagonal now. Keeping both legs fairly straight, but I won't lock the knee, I'm going to keep it a little relaxed. Reaching up and over. And if your hip is facing more or less the front, not the chair, but on the angle, we're going to just do a side bend over. Relax that knee and we come back up. Bring those feet back together. We'll do that on the other side. So reaching back, lower the heel, your hips open to the diagonal, and side bend over the chair. Reach as whatever's comfortable. You could have the arm on the chair or the hand. Relax your knees as you come back up and bring those feet together. And we'll just come forward here and just do a bit of a hip roll, hip circle, one direction. And switch to the other direction. Good, standing up nice and tall and just reaching up. Good, hands to center and just take a moment here. We're going to another balance pose, our tree pose. So I'm going to take the chair to the open side facing me. And I'm not going to put my legs straight to the chair. I'm going to stand sideways, turn my knee and open. So my knee is open for a side tree pose. So with that support of the chair, we're balanced. We can take one arm up. And if you find your knee is bending inwards, you can maybe guide it out with your hand so it stays open. That has a nice feeling. I'm supported, I'm balanced, and I'm still doing the tree pose. So this feels good. And while we're on this side of the chair, we'll come back and do a wide downward facing dog. So a wide stance with the feet facing the chair. Reaching down with the two hands, keeping a little flex in the knees, just folding forward. Good. Bend the knees to come back up. And we'll do that on the other side. So I'm just going to turn my chair the other direction. All right, so if we're sideways to the chair, your knee will turn open to place. Your hand can go on the inside to help support it. And raising that arm for your tree pose. And we'll relax, both feet on the ground. We'll go into that wide stance, downward facing dog. So nice wide stance with the legs, reaching down the two hands, folding forward. You keep a slight flex in the knees. And bend the knees to come up. And we'll get back into our chair to finish in our chair poses. So we'll get the chair back in front. And let's sit way back into the chair, using the chair way back. And we're going to round the back, tuck the chin, looking up. We're going to do a whole cat-cow movement. So taking the arms around, touch the fingers, and tuck the chin down. When we open the hands, move the chest away from the chair, move forward, and gazing up. Good. Sit back into the chair, touch the fingers, and tuck the chin down. Moving forward, away from the chair, so move forward, looking up. And let's do something with the arms. Let's bring them back behind you. Bring them all the way in front of you. And back to the side. All the way up, lean back into the chair, touch the fingers and tuck the chin down. And let's move a little bit faster, so open and close. Move away from the chair, tuck the chin down. Move away from the chair. Good. Sit back, roll the shoulders, tuck the chin. One more, open. And sitting back, we'll pause here, take the hands to center, take a breath. The lotus flower, one of our hand movements, so thumbs together. Baby fingers touch. The wrist come together and open the fingers. And there's our flower. We're going to just push up and open. And we'll reset at the bottom again. Thumbs, baby fingers, wrist and open the fingers, and push. So we're working the hands, working the fingers, and also doing a bit of thinking as we're setting up. And the wrist, and push. We'll do one more. Thumbs, baby fingers, wrists together, and push. Keeping the hands here, let's turn them open and pushing up, pushing down. Interlacing the fingers at the top. Bring them down and open them in front of you, big circle. release. One more time up at the top, interlace the fingers as we bring them down, open. And relax. We're going to take a minute now just to sit in our mountain pose. You can choose hands on the legs or palms open, whatever you wish to do. Open that spine, really lengthen it. Trying to feel every part of your feet, toe, heel, flat on the ground. Shoulders down and back. Little squeeze of the shoulder blades together. The neck is lengthened. And we're going to go back to that belly breath, going from the belly to the chest as you breathe in. That belly expands, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, moving the fingers, the wrist, alternating shoulder rolls, hands to the center in front of the heart, and open a circle, hands together, and thank you for joining me for our class today. It is a pleasure to guide you through the class. Thank you.